Okay, so right outside my window, there are construction workers working on the roof, so we made eye contact multiple times, so this will be a fun video to film. What's good? So, if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, is this worth it or not? Luckily for you, I've got the answer, so if you're interested, keep on watching. Also, a little disclaimer here, this video is not sponsored. They did not send this to me to try out. I purchased this with my own moolah. So everything in this video is my own personal opinion. So this is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich. It is marketed as a luxurious face cream. And if you turn it around over here, you will see that it has the name in French, if you want to get French with it, okay? Soin de visage préparateur riche. My mouth is kind of dry. But this is Glossier's new moisturizer. Now, they're marketing this as another version of the priming moisturizer, but they are completely different in my opinion, and they should be standalone items, not at all related to each other. And the reason I say that is because I pretty much own everything that Glossier has. I literally own every single item, even the pin and the sweatshirt. I own everything that Glossier has. So I do own the priming moisturizer. Now, if you are a watcher of my channel, you know that I never talk about it. I think I've mentioned it like once in one video, and the reason for that is because I am just not particularly in love with it. In my opinion, their priming moisturizer lacks something, and in my opinion, it lacks the moisturizing factor. Like, it really feels like I'm just putting another layer of primer on my face. It works really well as a makeup primer, but as a moisturizer, I don't feel like it works all that well. So I own it, but that's the reason why I never talk about it. So this is the Priming Moisturizer Rich. Now, this is a lot creamier than the priming moisturizer. It comes in this little jar, as you can see. It looks very pretty in my medicine cabinet. I love looking at it. This isn't glass, it's plastic, but it's a very like high quality plastic. I don't know what I'm saying. Just pretend that made sense. Once I opened it, I immediately smelled it. It just smells so good. So it smells very herbal. It smells very like natural. So I have the ingredients list here, and it does not seem like there are any artificial fragrances, though I do see lavender oil, which is probably the reason why it smells so lavendery and herbal. But yeah, I know that fragrances are a really big deal for people that have sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin, so fragrances aren't particularly an issue for me, but I just wanted to put that out there in case there are people worried if this had any fragrances, which as far as the ingredients list goes, it does not, but it does smell really good. So going through this ingredients list, there is also alcohol in it. Pretty much every moisturizer is going to have alcohol in it though. Any skincare product that you put on your face that has to dry, it's pretty much going to have alcohol in it because it has to dry really quickly. Though there are some moisturizers that have too much alcohol and they dry too quickly without absorbing into the skin. I don't find that's the case with this one though. Let's see. There's shea butter in here. I see a lot of fatty acids in here. Lavender oil, like I said. And I also see, I also see sodium hyaluronate. Okay, so if you're not familiar with sodium hyaluronate, it pretty much functions the same way as hyaluronic acid. They're a little bit different, but they pretty much do the same thing. So hyaluronic acid is a chemical that's actually found naturally in skin. It's naturally found in everyone's skin, but it basically is an ingredient in skincare that holds up to like 1,000 times its weight in water. So it's really, really good for people with dry skin or people that are worried about fine lines and wrinkles because it just retains moisture like nobody's business. So a lot of anti-aging products will have hyaluronic acid, and a lot of products formulated for dry skin will also tend to have hyaluronic acid or sodium hyaluronate. So this is really, really good if you have dry skin. Now, I personally have oily skin, but I still like to have hyaluronic acid in my skincare products just because I like to keep my skin very hydrated, because if I don't keep my skin hydrated, my skin is going to overproduce sebum and it's going to make me look all oily all over the place. Also, it's the winter time, so my skin is feeling a little bit more dry. Like I have like some dry patches, especially around my mouth because it's winter time. But I really like to have a nice cream to use at night. What is going on here? A lot of people recommend using this just for the nighttime, but I personally have been using it every single day, morning and night, for about a week now because this just launched a week ago. But yeah, I really, really like this stuff. It does exactly what it needs to do. As you can see here, it's very rich and creamy. Get some on my hand right here. And it feels really, really refreshing on the skin. It just feels so hydrating and so refreshing. This actually kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have tried the Cetaphil or the CeraVe moisturizers before, but they are really great. They really do work in moisturizing. The only thing is that they leave kind of like a greasy or like a slimy residue on my skin, which I hate, especially because I use it for the nighttime. So like I would wake up in the morning with like really slimy, oily skin, and I hated it. But I loved the like moisture it gave my skin. The reason why I love this so much is because it gives me the moisture that those two moisturizers gave me, but it doesn't leave like an oily residue. Like I just put this on my skin, and as you can see, it's like, it's not a matte finish, but it's a very natural finish. It doesn't have any oily or slick residue, which I really like. Also, I want to mention that this was I guess like a crowdsourced product. So one of my other favorite skincare products of all time is from Glossier, and it's the Milky Jelly Cleanser. That product was actually created with the consumer literally in mind. Like Into the Gloss actually asked the community, what qualities would your ideal face cleanser have? And you know, people commented like, oh, I want it to be low pH, I want it to be gentle enough for sensitive skin and things like that. And they came up with the Milky Jelly Cleanser, and it turned out to be one of my favorite products and a lot of people's favorite products too. They did the same thing with this Priming Moisturizer Rich. On Into the Gloss, they actually asked the community, you know, what qualities would your ideal moisturizer have? And everyone commented on it. I really think they hit the, I was about to say hit the thumbnail. I really think they hit the bullseye with this one. I don't know, they just did a really good job with it. It's lightweight, it's cruelty-free if that's important to you, it's paraben-free, it doesn't contain any artificial fragrances, it contains sodium hyaluronate, it moisturizes my skin, it adds hydration without leaving like a slimy residue. Honestly, this is like the perfect moisturizer. I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much as I did, but it really did take me by surprise because like I said, I didn't really like the priming moisturizer, like the regular one in the tube, but this, wow. So if you came to this video wondering if purchasing this is worth it, I would say yes. The answer is yes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more Glossier videos like this. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll catch you guys next time.